What is new, YouTube? Oh, right. Everything. Constantly. Because, you know, user-generated content and stuff. Today, I'm going to try to do a trick tip for a trick that I actually just learned yesterday, so this is going to be kind of interesting. Usually I'm doing trick tips on tricks I've done for like a decade at least, and I feel like I know the ins and outs of it. This one I'm just learning now, but it's super duper fun, and having learned it, I can't stop doing them, and also, I don't know, I feel like all the tips for learning it are fresh in my mind right now. So yeah, today's trick tip is for no comply 360 flips. They are so freaking fun. I remember first seeing them, I want to say in Yeah Right, the girl video, if that doesn't date me, because no one else will. Either way, I remember thinking they were so cool back then and trying to learn them and just having no clue how to even begin to form that trick. It doesn't work like how you think it's gonna work. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin the learning process. I guess if you're gonna learn anything before trying this trick, you should feel comfortable with no comply tricks. Just no comply 180s in general are probably good, just to get used to like spring loading the board and having your foot ready to hit the ground and start the trick. It's a good thing to know. I guess if you want to get extra credit, you could do pressure flips, just to get used to getting all that pressure in your back foot. It's not the same motion as a pressure flip, but it does involve the same kind of mechanic, sort of. If you know how to pressure flip, or if you want to learn how to pressure flip, it wouldn't hurt. Alright, so the reason I say no complies and pressure flips are really good to learn this trick is because with a no comply, you're putting a lot of weight on your front foot, and then as soon as it touches the ground, the board pops up. With a pressure flip, you're kind of doing the same thing with your back foot. As soon as you lift your front foot, you can scoop the board like that. And really with this trick, you're kind of doing both of those things with both feet. You're putting all your weight on your front foot and your back foot. You're just putting weight on both of them, pressurizing the board basically, so that as soon as your front foot touches the ground, the board is going to spring up. That's really why the board flips so high. One of the scariest things about this trick is that sometimes it feels like it's going to hit you in the face, which would be hilarious. I mean, tragic, but like, kind of funny. Alright, so one of the great things about this trick is that it's so low risk. You can just jump out of it if it's not flipping right. You're not committing until the last moment. So say you have a rolled ankle or you're just timid about flip tricks in general, this trick is great to learn. It feels really cool, it looks really cool, and yeah, it's super fun to do. Just learn it. Alright, so let's move on to foot placement for this trick. Okay, so I was actually skating with my friend the other day and he was playing around with these, and I was like, oh, I love that trick, it's so cool, man, like, what's your tip? And he's like, somebody told me to just keep my feet as wide as possible on the board. And that's really how I ended up learning this trick. You really want your feet, like, here. Like, as wide as you feel comfortable. Pretty much the wider the better. And then, like I was saying, you put a lot of pressure on both feet, almost like you're trying to focus your board on the nose and tail. And then as soon as you put your front foot down, the board's going to spring up and flip. You kind of want your foot where you would have it for a pressure flip. You're not doing a pressure flip, but it does allow the board to kind of roll off the toe and do the right flip. Alright, so another useful tip for this trick that I'm finding out is right before you pop it, lean back. You want the board to flip in front of you, so when you jump on it, you're jumping forward, which then gives the board momentum to roll away. You can pick up speed on this trick if you do it right, honestly. So yeah, it's just a super fun trick to work on and play around with. Don't get discouraged if you can't land it right away. It's literally taken me like 20 years to get the hang of it. I hope this helps you learn this trick, guys and gals. It's super fun. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, I hope you guys are all staying safe, having a good one, and I will catch you folks next time. Okay, that one felt good.